Experience is usually treated like an automatic advantage. Today, we're going to challenge that idea, not to dismiss experience, but to understand when it helps and when it quietly starts working against us. Experience is supposed to make you better. So why does it sometimes make people worse at making decisions? If you've ever watched a smart, experienced person make a surprisingly bad call, this is why. Experience absolutely has value. This isn't an anti-experience argument, but it isn't automatically an advantage. In fast-changing environments, whether it be careers, business, or technology, experience can quietly turn into a liability if it isn't handled correctly. Experience teaches patterns, and patterns are useful because they save time. But over time, those patterns can turn into assumptions. You stop asking what's actually happening and you start thinking, I've seen this before. That's when experience can stop helping and it starts blinding. Once you experience becoming automatic, a few things happen. You question less, you conclude faster, and you see a narrower slice of what's actually going on. Not because you're careless, but because your brain is optimizing for speed. Experience feels earned. It's tied to your identity, to your credibility, to your reputation. So questioning your own experience can feel like questioning your competence. But instead of updating your thinking, you defend it. The real danger here isn't ignorance, it's attachment. Phrases like, this worked before, or I've been doing this for X amount of years, feels logical, but they often signal that experience has stopped being examined. And we see this everywhere. In careers, experienced employees resist new tools because the old way worked. In business, companies miss market shifts because leadership relies on past success. In leadership, managers shut down ideas that don't fit familiar models. Experience doesn't fail here, rigidity does. This is the distinction that matters. Experience itself isn't the problem, rigidity is. Experience becomes dangerous only when it stops being flexible. Experience increases confidence, and confidence is useful until it isn't. Without curiosity, confidence turns into overconfidence. You start ignoring weak signals, dismissing dissent, underestimating change, and overestimating intuition. This is how smart, experienced people make outdated and bad decisions. They answer quickly, they hold strong opinions, and they stop listening deeply. Not because they're incapable, but because experience had narrowed their lens. And here's the important part. Experience is powerful if you use it correctly. The goal isn't to discard experience, it's to prevent it from becoming a trap. Rule number 1. Treat experience as data, not truth. Experience is an input. It informs decisions, but it shouldn't automatically end them. Rule number 2. Ask one simple question. What's different this time? That question alone breaks assumptions. It forces comparison. and it prevents most repeatable mistakes. Rule number 3, listen to the people closest to the problem. Your frontline employees, new hires, customers. Fresh eyes often see what quote unquote experts miss because they're not yet trapped by the patterns. Rule number 4, stay curious, not certain. Curiosity keeps experience flexible. Certainty locks it in place. The best decision makers never stop asking questions. And here's the paradox. The most dangerous people in an organization aren't inexperienced ones. They're the experienced people who stopped learning. Experience should sharpen judgment, not replace it. Experience is a tool, and just like any tool, it works best when you know its limits. If you want clearer thinking and better decisions, please like and subscribe. And this video connects directly to some of our previous videos on sunk cost, risk, and why smart people make bad decisions, because experience often sits at the center of all three.